Hello and welcome to Nkumat Online Academy. In today's lesson, we want to learn multiplication of fractions. That is, how to multiply different fractions together. Now let's start with examples. Example 1. If we have 1/2 multiplied by 1/3, what we are going to do is that we multiply the things on top together and we multiply the ones below together. So 1 and 1 are on top, so we multiply 2 of them together, and 2 and 3 are below, so we multiply 2 of them together. 1 times 1 will give us 1, and 2 times 3 will give us 6. So the answer is 1/6. If we have 2/3 multiplied by 1/4. Now in this case, before you start multiplying, you must make sure that if there is anything below and there is something that can divide it and divide another one on top, you have to divide out. Like here now, we have 3. Is there anything that can divide 3 and divide 2? The answer is no. Is there anything that can divide 3 and divide 1? The answer is no. Now we come to 4. Is there anything that can divide 4 and divide 2? These two here. You check the one below and you check the one on top and see if there is anything that can divide 2 of them. Now for 4, 2 can divide 4, and we have 2. And 2 can divide 2, then we have 1. So at the end, what we are going to have is 1 times 1, which is 1. And under we are going to have 3 times 2, which gives us 6. So 2/3 multiplied by 1/4 will also give us 1/6 when we cancel the ones that can divide each themselves. Now example 3. If we have 3/6 multiplied by 9/12, how are we going to do this? Here we come to 6. We say, is there anything that can divide 6 and divide 3? Yes, the answer is 3. 3 divides 6, we will get 2. And 3 divides 3, we get 1. Now again, we come to 12. Is there anything that can divide 12 and divide 1? Nothing, because what is here now is 1. When 3 divide 3, we get 1. So what is on this side is 1. So you say, is there anything that can divide 12 and divide the 1? Nothing. Then we come to 12 and 9. Is there anything that can divide 12 and divide 9? Yes, 3 can divide 12. And if 3 divide 12, we get 4. Then 3 can divide 9. If 3 divide 9, we get 3. So the final answer is the one on top multiply each other and the one below multiply each other, which is now 1 times 3, which gives us 3, over 2 times 4, which gives us 8. So the final answer is 3 over 8. Now number 4. Let's assume that we have 2 over 5 multiplied by 10 over 12. Or 10 over 14. How can we multiply this? We cannot go straight and start multiplying the one on top and the one below. First of all, we have to check whether there is anything that can divide something on top and divide below. Now let's start with 5. 5. Is there anything that can divide 5 and divide these two? No. So we leave that one. We now come to 5 and 10. Is there anything that can divide 5 and divide this 10? Yes, 5 can divide itself and get 1. And 5 can divide 10 and get 2. So we now have 2 and 2 on top. Now we come to 14. Is there anything that can divide 14 and divide something on top? Let's start with 14 and these 2 here. 14. 2 can divide 14 and get 7. If you divide 14 by 2, we get 7. Then 2 divided by itself, we get 1. So we check again. We have 7 this side. Is there anything that can divide 7 and divide something on top? We have 1 on top and 2 on top. There's nothing that can divide 7 and divide 1, and there's nothing that can divide 7 and divide 2. So the final answer is now going to be, we multiply the ones on top and one below, which is now 1 times 2, which gives us 2, over, we have 1 here, 1 times 7, which gives us 7. So the final answer is 2 over 7. Answer. Now let's look at one more example. If we have 12 over 3, or let's say over 9 we have 3 over 6 multiplied by 9 over 12. Now here, before we start multiplying, we check if there is something that can divide on top and divide below. Let's start with 6. 6. Is there anything that can divide 6 and divide 3. Yes. 3 can divide 6 and get 2. And 3 can divide 3. That is 3 divided by 3. We get 1. Then we come to 12. Is there anything that can divide 12 and divide something on top? Yes. 3 can divide 12 and get 4. 12 divided by 3 will give us 4. And then you come on top. Is there anything that can divide 9? Okay, 3 divided by 9. 3 can divide 12 and divide 9. So 9 divided by 3, it will give us 3. Now again, we have to check these 2 and 4 here and see if there's anything that can divide 2 on top and if there's anything that can divide 4 on top. So 2 divided by 1, or 2 and 1. Is there anything that can divide 2 and divide 1? Nothing. Is there anything that can divide 2 and divide 3? Nothing. We take 4 again. Is there anything that can divide 4 and divide 1? Nothing. Is there anything that can divide 4 and divide 3? Nothing. So the final answer becomes we multiply the up and multiply down. So we have 1 and 3 on top, which is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. And we have 2 and 4 below, which is 2 times 4, which gives us 8. So the final answer is 8. Now, your assignment. Okay, in your assignment, you have 3 over 5 multiplied by 7 over 9. That is number 1. Number 2, 12 over 16 multiplied by 32 over 44. And number 3, 10 over 11 multiplied by 22 over 26. So you solve this and submit it in the class, or if you have any question, you can contact me on WhatsApp, chat me up on this number. Zero 0705 148 1790. So if you have any question, you can send me a message on WhatsApp and I will attend to you. Thank you.